Toll the bell, Big Bethel, toll the bell. Dearly beloved, recently bereaved and friends, we welcome you to Big Bethel, Church of the New Freedom for all mankind. Part Baptist, part Methodist, part Catholic, with the merriness of Christmas and the happiness of Hanukkah. And to the first integrated funeral in the sovereign segregated state of Georgia. Stonewall Jackson Kachi P. is dead. Let there wait now. Let there be no merriments in these buryments. He was a man despite his own example. The black man, black in his blackness. The white man, white in his whiteness. And even the dead man, dead in his deadness. Big Bethel has love for them all. To take up his bones. For he who was my skin's enemy was brave enough to die standing for what he believed in. And it is the wish of his family and of his friends that he be buried likewise. Wait. My. Masses in the cold, cold ground. Down in the cornfield, hear that mournful sound. Friends, dearly beloved, is this Big Bethel on her best behavior? Must all our sadness sound so soon unsolemn? Is there, even here in Big Bethel, brotherly unlove against the unliving? Let us therefore put on our Sunday go-to-meeting self and invite all you people in here, right down front. Come on in. Make yourselves at home.
How'd they get in here?
We're preaching love and laughter ever after. Therefore, let us control the latitude and the gratitude of our attitude. Stand by when I give our friends some up-to-dateness on the circumstance.
Yes, sir.
I want you now to behold old Captain Kachipi, our late lamented past and patron saint.
Yes.
A lean, mean man he was.
Yes, he was.
A loud, proud man he was. A tight would fight, but not quite right. Until we made him see the light, man. Wait a minute. Now, we got to share the glory of our story with everybody. Ain't that right? Now, we got to render justice to our fellow man. Ain't that right? We got to tell it like it was. Ludy Bell.
Right here, Reverend Purlie.
Ludy Bell, are you ready?
Yes, Reverend Purlie.
Ludy Bell, let's go.
victorious. Nobody home, it seems. Hey, come on in.
Nobody home, it seems.
Cotton picking time in Georgia. It's again the law to be home. Come in. Unload yourself. Set your suitcase down.
What?
It's making you lopsided.
It is. I hadn't even noticed.
You tired?
Not stepping high as I am.
Hungry?
No, sir. But there's still some of my lunch
Oh,
left.
no, thanks. 2 ham hock sandwiches in one day is about my limit. I'm sorry I had to walk you so far, so fast.
Oh, I didn't mind, sir. Walking's good for you, Miss Emmy Lou says.
Look, Miss Emmy Lou can afford to say that. Miss Emmy Lou has got a car. Well, all the transportation me and you got in this world is tied up in second-hand shoe leather. But never you mind, my sister. Just never you mind. And told the bell Big Bethel. Told that big, fat, black, and sassy Liberty Bell. Tell Freedom the bridegroom cometh. The day of her deliverance is now at hand. Oh, there she is. Oh, Missy! It's me, Purlie Victorious. That's Missy, my sister-in-law I was telling you about.
So this is the house where you was born and bred.
Yeah, it's better than being born outdoors.
What a lovely background for your home life.
I wouldn't give it to my dog to raise fleas in.
It's so clean and nice and warm-hearted.
The first chance I get, I'm gonna burn the damn thing down.
For Reverend Purlie is yours, and that's what counts. Like Miss Emmy Lou said.
Oh, wait. Come here. You see that big white house perched way up on top of that hill with them 2 windows looking right down at us like 2 eyeballs?
Mm-hmm.
That's where old Captain lives.
Oh, Captain.
Stonewall Jackson Cotchapee. He owns this dump, not me.
Oh.
And that ain't all. Hill and dale, field and farm, truck and tractor, horse and mule, bird and bee, and bush and tree. And cotton, cotton by bowl and by bale. Every bit of cotton you see in Cotchapee County, he owns. Everything, everybody, he owns.
Everybody? You mean he owns people?
Well, there ain't a man, woman, or child working in Cotchapee Valley ain't in debt to that old buzzard. And that includes Missy, Gitlow, everybody but me.
But folks can't own people no more, Reverend Purlie. Miss Emmy Lou says...
You ain't working for Miss Emmy Lou no more. You're working for me, Purlie Victorious. And freedom is my business.
Purlie!
Missy.
Well.
For God's sake, Missy, don't choke the girl to death.
All my life, I've been praying for me a daughter just like you. My prayers have been answered at last. Welcome to our home, whoever you is.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, listen to the child, Purlie. My. Pretty as a pan of buttermilk biscuits. Where on earth did you find her, Purlie?
Well, I was...
Well, now just let me take your things and you come on over here and make yourself at home. Are you hungry?
No, ma'am. Cheap as water is, or she ain't got no business being this thirsty.
I'll get some for you.
No, wait. There's the dipper. And right out yonder's the well, the sweetest water in Cotchapee County.
Thank you, Reverend Purlie. I'm very much obliged.
Redden who?
Perfection. Absolute Ethiopian perfection. Huh, Missy?
Oh, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? That girl looks more like Cousin B than Cousin B ever did.
No resemblance to me. No resemblance whatsoever.
Oh, well, I ought to know how my own cousin looked.
But I was the last one to see her alive.
Twins, if not closer.
Are you crazy? Bee was more lean and loose and leggy.
Yeah, but this girl makes it up in the fact that she's...
With no chin to speak of. And her eyes sort of fickle one to another.
Maybe so, but now, Missy, what are we talking about eyes for, huh?
And look at her head. It ain't nearly as built as a turnip as Bee's own was.
So what's the difference? White folks can't tell one of us from another.
20 years ago it was, Purlie. Old Captain laid Beaufort to your natural behind.
And 20 years ago, I swore I was going to see his soul in hell.
And I don't think you come full back to your senses yet.
Freedom, Missy. That's what Big Bethel means. For you, me, and Gitlow. And we can have it back for $500. Freedom! You want it or don't you?
Of course I want it. But after all, Purlie, that rich old lady did not exactly leave the $500 to us.
Oh, she left it to Aunt Henrietta.
Aunt Henrietta is dead.
Exactly.
And Aunt Henrietta's daughter, Cousin Bee, is dead, too.
Which makes us next in line to inherit the money by law.
But then there's the question of Gitlow.
What about Gitlow?
Gitlow has changed his mind.
Then you're going to have to change it back.
Well, it is our money, and it was our church.
Can you think of a better way in all this world to get it back than that girl right out there? Gitlow. There she is. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what you think?
Nope, she'll never do.
What you mean, nope, she'll never do?
Just the girl to get us all in jail. The answer is no. Missy!
You want me to take my back to you again?
Now control yourself, Missy. It's just that every second old Gitlow's off the firing lineup. 7 pounds of old Captain's cotton don't get got.
Hey, wait a minute, wait! Missy, stop him!
It ain't as easy to stop him as it used to be. Especially now old Captain's made him deputy for the colored.
The deputy for the colored? What the devil is that?
Who knows? All I know is Gitlow changed his mind.
Missy, you're gonna have to make him go up that hill. Now, he got to identify this girl because old Captain won't believe nobody else.
I know.
He's got to swear before old Captain that this girl is the real Cousin Bee.
I know.
And it's for freedom, Missy. Freedom and Big Bethel. For you, me, and Gitlow.
Freedom. And a little something left over. That's all I ever wanted all my life. She do look a little like Cousin Bee. About the feet.
Of course she do.
I won't guarantee nothing, Purlie, but I'll try.
Missy, every time I see you, you get prettier about a pound.
Oh, now, Purlie, stop it. Stop it now. You put me down and stop cutting up in front of company.
How wondrous are the daughters of my people, yet knoweth not the glories of themselves. Where do you suppose I found her, Missy? This Igbo prize, this Zulu pearl, this long-lost lily of the black Mandingo, Kikuyu maid beneath whose brown embrace hot suns of Africa are burning still. Where? Where? A drudge, a serving wench, a feudal fetch pot, a common scullion in the white man's kitchen.
I know all that, Purlie, but what's her name?
I don't think he likes my name so much. It's Luty Bell, ma'am. Luty Bell Gussie Mae Jenkins.
Luty Bell Gussie Mae Jenkins. My, that's nice.
Nice! It's an insult to the Negro people.
Purlie, behave yourself.
A previous condition of servitude, a badge of inferiority, and I refuse to have it in my organization. Now you change it.
You want me to box your mouth?
Luty Bell Gussie Mae Jenkins. What does it mean in Swahili? Cheap labor.
Swahili?
Swahili. One of the 13 silver tongues of Africa. Swahili, Bushingo, Ashanti, Baganda, Herero, Bamba. Swahili. A language of moons and velvet drums. Hot days of rivers red splashed and bird song bright. Black fingers in rice white at sunset red. 10,000 queens of Sheba.
Honey, where did he find you?
It was in Dothan, Alabama. Last Sunday, ain't Missy? Right in the junior choir.
The junior choir. My.
Behold, I said, this dark and holy vessel, in whom should burn that golden nut-brown joy, which Negro womanhood was meant to be. 10,000 queens. 10,000 queens of Sheba.
Great God Almighty, Purlie, I can't hear myself think.
That's just what I said last Sunday, ain't Missy? When Reverend Purlie started preaching that thing in the pulpit.
Preaching it? But the last time, you was a professor of Negro philosophy.
Well, I told you, Missy. My intention is to buy Big Bethel back, to reclaim the ancient pulpit of Grandpa Kincaid and preach freedom in the cotton patch.
Purlie Victorious Judson, self-made minister of the gospel, claw hammer, coattail, shoe tie, string, and all.
How else can you lead the Negro people?
Is that what you got in mind? Leading the Negro people?
Who else has they got?
It was a sermon, Aunt Missy, the likes of which has never been heard before.
Missy, it's 2:15. Get low and Big Bethel is waiting. Missy, get a move on.
I already had to move on. Had it since 4 o'clock this morning.
Time, Missy. The one thing the colored man in this country ain't got, and you are wasting it.
Purlie, would you mind stepping out into the cotton patch and telling your brother Gitlow I'd like to have a few words with him? Now go on, do what I tell you. Ever since that old man took after Purlie so unmerciful with that bullwhip 20 years ago, he fidgets.
You don't say.
Always on the go, rattling around from place to place all over the country. One step ahead of the white folks. Something about Purlie always did irritate the white folks.
Is that the truth?
Oh, my, yes. Finally wound up being locked up a time or two for safekeeping. Then right after that, he putted around first with one thing and then another. Remember that big bus boycott they had in Montgomery? Well, we don't travel by bus here in the cotton patch. So Purlie boycotted mules.
You don't say so.
And then we invented a secret language that Negroes could understand, white folks couldn't.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And he sent it COD to the NAACP, but they never did answer his letter.
Oh, they will, Aunt Missy. You can just bet your life they will.
Well, I don't mind about it so much. Great leaders are bound to pop up from time to time amongst our people. In fact, we sort of look forward to it. But Purlie is in such a hurry, I'm afraid he'll lose his mind.
Lose his mind? Oh, no.
Oh, that is if you and me can't do something about it.
You and me? Well, do what, Aunt Missy? You tell me, I'll do anything.
Oh, well, now, it ain't nothing ever so peculiar about a man that a good wife and a family and some home cooking won't cure. Don't you think so?
You'll be surprised how many tall, good-looking, gripping, old handsome men, just like Reverend Purlie, walking around, starving themselves to death. I just wish I had one to aim my part at.
Well, Purlie Judson is the uncrowned appetite of the age.
He is? Well, what's his fate?
Anything. Anything that a fine-looking, strong, and healthy girl like you can put on the table.
Like me. Like me? Oh, Aunt Missy.
Honey, I mind once at a Sunday school picnic, Purlie ate a whole sack of pullets.
Oh, I just know there was something just reeks about that man. He puts me in the mind of all the good things I ever had in my life. Picnics, fish fry, corn shucking, picking huckleberries, roasting ground peas, quilting bee party, gospel sing, love feast, and barbecue. That certain kind of welcome that you just can't get nowhere else in all this world. Oh, I miss it. Life is so good to us sometimes.
Oh, child, being colored can be a lot of fun when ain't nobody looking.
Ain't it the truth? You know, I always said I'd never pass for white no matter how much they offered me. Lest the things I love could pass too.
Ain't it the beautiful truth?
Missy! Missy, Gitlow said if you want him to come out there and get him.
My Lord, that man do take his cotton picking seriously. Did you have enough to eat, honey?
Indeed I did. And I miss it. I haven't had potato pie like that
Now,
since
come
the
on,
senior
honey.
choir.
I'm going to show you where you're going to stay.
Yes, ma'am.
Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments. And hurry. Oh, Missy! Missy! Gitlow and Big Bethel is waiting. Grandpa Kincaid give his life. Missy, it is a far greater thing you're going to do now than you have ever done before. And Gitlow ain't never got his head knocked off in a better cause. Where do you think you're going?
Did you see that, Reverend Purlie? Did you see all them beautiful clothes? I mean slip, hat, shoes, stockings. I mean nylon stockings like Miss Emmy Lou wears. And a dress like even Miss Emmy Lou don't wear. Did you see what was in that big box?
Of course I seen what was in that big box. I bought it, all of it, for you.
For me?
Of course. I told you. And as soon as we finish, you can have it.
Reverend Purlie, I'm a good girl. I ain't never done nothing in all this world, white, colored, or otherwise, to hurt nobody.
I know that.
I work hard. I wash, I iron, I scrub, I'm clean and polite, and I know how to get along with white folks' children better than they do. I pay my church dues every second and fourth Sunday the Lord's saying, and I can cook catfish and hush puppies. I mean, you like hush puppies, don't you, Reverend Purlie?
I love hush puppies.
Hush puppies and corn dodgers. I can cook you a corn dodger, give you a swimming in egg.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Oh, but I ain't never been in a mess like this in all my life.
Mess? What mess?
You mean go up that hill in all them pretty clothes and pretend in front of white folks that I'm your cousin B, somebody I ain't never even seen or heard of in my whole life?
Why not? Some of the best pretending in the world is done in front of white folks.
Well, Reverend Purlie, I didn't know your cousin was a student at the college. I thought she worked there.
But I told you on the train that my...
Don't do no good to tell me nothing, Reverend Purlie. I never listen. Actually, Emmy Lou and them, they'll tell you I never listen. I didn't know it was a college lady you wanted me to make like. I thought it was for a sleep-in, like me. I thought all that stuff you bought in them boxes was stuff for maids and cooks and... Well, I ain't never even been near college.
So what? Now, college ain't so much where you been. It's how you talk when you get back. Now, anybody can do it. Look at me.
No, sir. I think you better look at me like Miss Emmy Lou said.
Wait. Just take it easy. Come on now. Calm yourself down and take it easy. Now, don't tell me, after all that big talk you done on that train about white folks, that you scared.
Talking big is easy from the proper distance.
Well, don't you believe in yourself?
Some?
Don't you believe in your own race of people?
Oh, yes, a little.
Don't you believe the black man is coming to power some of these days?
Almost.
10,000 queens of Sheba. What kind of a Negro are you? Where is your race pride?
Oh, I'm a great one for race pride, so believe me. It's just that I don't need it much in my line of work. Miss Emmy Lou said...
Damn, Miss Emmy Lou. Does her blonde hair and blue eyes make her any more of a woman in the sight of her men folks than your black hair and brown eyes in mine?
No.
Is her lily white skin any more money under the mattress than your fine, fair, brown? And if so, how come she spent half her life down at the beach trying to get a suntan?
I never thought of that.
There's a whole lot of things about the Negro question that you ain't never thought about. The South is split like a fat man's underwear. And somebody beside the Supreme Court has got to take a stand for the everlasting glory of our people.
Yes.
Snatch freedom from the jaws of force and filibuster.
Amen to that.
And put thunder in the Senate.
Yes, Lord.
And righteous indignation back in the halls of Congress.
Ain't it the truth?
Make civil rights from civil wrongs and bring that old civil war to a fair and a just conclusion.
Help him, Lord.
Remind this white and wicked world there ain't been more than a dying but the difference betwixt one man and another, regardless of race, gender, creed, of color, since God himself almighty set the first batch out to dry before the chimneys of Zion got hot. The eyes and ears of the world is on Big Bethel.
Amen and hallelujah.
And whose side are you fighting on this evening, sister?
Great God Almighty, Reverend Purlie on the Lord's side. What Miss Emmy Lou says.
This is an outrage. This is a catastrophe. You are a disgrace to the Negro profession.
That's just what she said, all right. Her exactly words.
Who's responsible for this? Where is your ma and pa at?
I reckon I ain't rightly got no ma and pa wherever they at.
Huh?
And nobody else that I knows of. You see, sir, I've been on the go from one white folks' kitchen to another since before I can remember. How I got there in the first place and whatever become of my ma and my pa and my kin folks, even what my real name is, nobody's even ever rightly said.
Oh, a motherless child.
That's what Miss Emmy Lou always said.
But who took care of you like a mother? Who brung you up? Who raised you?
Nobody in particular. Just whoever happened to be in charge of the kitchen that day.
Oh. Oh, well, that explains the whole thing. You missed the most important part of being somebody.
Uh-huh. Well, what part is that?
Love. Being appreciated and sought out and looked after. Being fought to the bitter end over even.
Oh, I have missed that, Reverend Purlie. I really have. Now, you take me. All my life, they never looked at me the way other girls get looked at.
That is not so. The very first time I seen you right up there in the junior choir, I give you that look.
You did? Oh, I thought so. I prayed so. All through your sermon, I thought I would faint from hoping so hard so. Oh, Reverend Purlie, I think that's the finest look a person could ever give a person. Oh, Reverend Purlie?
Ludy Bell,
Yes, Reverend Purlie.
there's something I got to ask you. Something I never thought in all this world I'd be asking a woman. Would you? I don't know exactly how to say this. Would you?
Yes, Reverend Purlie.
Would you be my disciple?
Oh, yes, Reverend Purlie. Yes. Oh, my Lord, Reverend Purlie. What happened?
Gitlow has changed his mind. Told the Bell Big Bethel. Told that big, fat, black, and sassy Liberty Bell. Tell Free. Tell Washington. Tell Jefferson. Tell Lincoln. Tell everybody. 47 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this
continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Charlie Cotchapee, if you don't hold still and let me put this hot poultice on your eye, you better. First the milking, then the breakfast, then the dishes, then the washing and the scrubbing. Next the lunch, then the dishes, then the ironing. And now, right where picking and plucking for supper ought to be.
Ow!
You didn't tell Paul, did you?
Of course I didn't. But the sheriff did.
What will I do, Idella? What will I say?
He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life.
Well, I'm sorry, Idella, but
he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction.
But it was you who said it was the law of the land.
I know I did.
It was you said it's got to be obeyed.
I know it was me.
Well, it was you said everybody's got to stand up and take a stand against this.
I know it was me, damn it, but I didn't say take no stand in no barroom.
Well, Ben started it, not me. And you always said never to take a loaf from the likes of him.
Not so loud. They might be out there in the commissary. Now, you look forward. Everybody down here don't feel as friendly to the Supreme Court as you and me do. You big enough to know that. And don't you ever go out of here and pull a fool trick like you done last night without letting me know about it in advance. You hear me?
I'm sorry.
When you didn't come down to breakfast this morning, I went upstairs to look for you. You just sitting there looking at me with your big eyes, and I see how they done hurt you. My. What happens to you happens to me. You big enough to know that.
Idella.
What is it, son?
You know, sometimes I think I ought to run away from home.
I know, but you already tried that, honey.
Well, sometimes I think I ought to run away from home again.
Why don't you, boy? Why don't you? Oh, you don't know what a strong stomach it takes to stomach you.
Don't you dare talk like that to this child.
When I think of his grandpa, God rest his Confederate soul, hero of the Battle of Chickamauga, get out of my sight. Not you. You. Oh, wait a minute. You've been closer to this boy than I have, Idella Landy. Even before his ma died. Ain't a thought ever entered his head. You didn't know about it first. So I'm asking you, have you got anything to do with what my boy's been thinking lately?
I didn't know he had been thinking lately.
Now, don't you play with me, Idella. You know what I mean. Who's been putting these integrationary ideas in my boy's head? Was it you? I'm asking you a question, damn it. Was it you?
Why don't you ask him?
Ask him, ask him. He ain't gonna say a word unless you tell him to, and you know it. Now, I'm asking you again, Idella Landy. Have you been talking integration to my boy?
I can't rightly answer you about that any more than he did.
By God, you will answer me. I'll make you stand right there. Right there. All day and all night long till you do answer me.
That's just fine.
Was that you said?
I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. My supper is on the stove. Rice is ready, okra's fried, turnips simmered, biscuits baked, stew is stewed. In fact, them lemon pies you wanted special for supper is in the oven right now. Just getting ready to burn.
Get out of here!
Oh, no hurry, Captain.
Get the hell out of here! I'm warning both of you. That little lick under the eye is a small skimtion compared to what I'm going to do. I won't stop till I get to the bottom of this. Get the hell out of here, Idella Landy, or I take my cane and... And say, Miss Buttermilk, throw those lemon pies. Hear me? The sheriff was here this morning.
Yes, sir.
Is that all you got to say to me? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are a disgrace to the Southland.
Yes, sir.
Shut up! Boy, I could kill you. You understand that? I could kill you with my own two hands.
Yes, sir.
Shut up!
I could beat you to death with that bullwhip. I could put my pistol to your good-for-nothing head, my own flesh and blood, and blow your blasted brains all over this valley. If you wasn't the last living drop of Cochipee blood in Cochipee County, I guess... Shut up! You trying to get nonviolent with me, boy?
I'm ready with the book, sir.
The book?
Yes, sir, anytime you are.
Well, thank you. Thank you. What with your Yankee propaganda, your barroom brawls, and all your other non-Confederate activities, I didn't know you had the time.
Cotton report. 15 bales picked yesterday and sent up to the cotton gin. Bringing our total up to 357 bales today.
357? Boy, there's some picking. Who's ahead?
Gitlow Judson with 17 bales.
Gitlow Judson? I'll be damned. Did you ever see a cotton picking a darky in your whole life?
Commissary.
You ever look down into the valley and watch old Git up picking his way through that cotton patch? Only see Mother's Day out.
Commissary report?
All right, commissary.
Yes. Oh, first there's been some complaints. The flour's spoiled, the beans are rotten, and the meat is tainted.
Cut the price on it.
Well, sir, it's also a little wormy.
Then sell it to the Negroes. Something wrong?
No, sir, no. I just mean, sir, we can't go on doing that.
Why not? It's traditional.
Well, yes, sir, I know, but times are changing. I mean, all this debt here. Now, see, according to this book, every family in this valley owes money they'll never be able to pay back.
Of course. That's the only way to keep them working. Then they teach you nothing at school?
No, I mean, we're cheating them. And they know we're cheating. Now, how long do you expect them to stand for?
As long as they're Negroes.
No, I mean, how long before they start rearing up on their hind legs and saying, enough, white folks? Now, that's enough. I mean, either you start treating me like I'm somebody in this world, or I'll blow your brains out.
Hey! Stop that! Now you stop that! You're tampering with the economic foundation of the Southland. One more word like that and I'll kill. I'll shoot. You trying to ruin me? Shut up! One more word like that, and I'll throw myself over your ma's grave and die of apoplexy. Now shut up, you hear me? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! What the hell do you want?
Nothing, sir, nothing. Well, that is, Missy, my old woman, well, sir, to get to the truth of the matter, I got a little business.
The Negroes ain't got no business. And if you don't get the hell back into that cotton patch, you better get out there. Wait! Don't go! No, don't go! Good old faithful old Uncle Gitlow. Don't you go.
Well, you the boss.
Just the other day, I was talking to the senator about you. Hey, where'd you get that great big knot on your head?
Missy. I mean a mosquito.
Must have been wearing brass knucks. And he's saying to me, the senator was, how hard it was. Impossible, he said, to find the old-fashioned, solid, hard-earned Uncle Tom type Negro nowadays. I laughed in his face.
Well, yes, sir. By the grace of God, there's still a few of us left.
Yeah. I told him how you and me growed up together. Why, we had the same mammy. My mammy was your mother.
Yes, sir. Bosom buddies.
Yeah. And then I told him how you used to sing that favorite old spiritual of mine. I'm a-coming.
I'm a-coming.
Though my head is bending low, I hear the gentle voices calling. Where you going?
Oh, Black Joe.
Well, I thought they might need me up in the front of the store.
You'll come back here. Now, turn around. Show Gitlow that eye.
Great God Almighty, somebody done cold-cocked this child. Who hit Mr. Charlie? You tell Uncle Gitlow who hit you, Mr. Charlie.
Well, would you believe it? All of a sudden, he can't say a word. And just last night, the boys are telling me, this son of mine made himself a full-fledged speech.
You don't say.
All about Negroes. Negroes, he called them. 4 years in college, he still can't say the word right. Seems he's quite a specialist on the subject.
Well, shut my hard luck old mouth.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Why, he told the boys over at Ben's bar in town, he's all for mixing the races together.
Oh, you get on away from here.
Mm-hmm. He said that white children and darky children ought to go to the same schoolhouse together.
Tell me the truth.
Got himself so worked up, some of them had to cool him down with a Coca-Cola bottle.
Tell me again.
Now, that ain't what I said.
You calling me a liar, boy?
No, sir. No. I just said that since it was the law of the land.
It is not the law of the land! No such a thing!
I don't see any harm they're going to school together, that's all.
That's all! That's enough!
Well, they do it up north.
This is down south! Down here, they go to school together over me and Gitlow's dead body. Right, Git?
You the boss, boy.
Yeah. Now, this is the law of the land.
Well, never mind the law. Boy, look, boy. Now, you like Gitlow. You trust him. You always did, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And Gitlow here. Why, he'd cut off his right arm for you if you was to ask him to. Wouldn't you, Git?
You the boss, boss.
Now, then, Gitlow ain't nothing if he ain't a Negro. Ain't you, Git?
Oh, 200-300%, I calculate.
Yeah. So, if you really want to know what the Negro thinks about this here integration and all like that, don't ask the Supreme Court. Ask Gitlow. Go ahead, ask him.
I don't need to ask him.
Then I'll ask him. Raise your right hand, Git. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but, so help you God?
I do.
Gitlow, gentlemen, as God is your judge and maker, do you believe in your heart that God intended white folks and Negro children go to school together?
No, sir, I do not.
Do you, so help you God, think that white folks and blacks should mix and associate in streetcars, buses, and railway stations in any way, shape, form, or fashion?
Absolutely not.
And is it not your considered opinion, God strike you dead if you lie, that all my Negroes are happy with things in the Southland just the way they are?
Indeed, I do.
Do you think that any single darky in my place would ever think of changing any single thing about the South? And to hell with the Supreme Court, as God is your judge and maker.
As God is my judge and maker and you are my boss, I do not.
The voice of the Negro himself. Now then, what more proof do you want?
I don't care whose voice it is. It's still the law of the land. I intend to obey it.
You get out of my face, boy. You get out of my face before I kill you! Oh!
Easy, old Camp, sir. Take it easy, old Camp, sir. Some aspirin, some acetaminophen.
Gitlow.
Yes, sir. Get those right here, sir. Right here.
It's my heart. It's my heart, Gitlow. Quick. Quick, if you parcels, if you please, of that old spirit you are.
Gone are the days when my heart was young and gay.
Oh, I can't tell you, Gitlow, how much that eases the pain. Gone are my friends from the cotton fields away. Oh, why can't he see what they're doing to the Southland, Gitlow? Why can't he see it? Like you and me.
Gone from
If there's one responsibility you've got, boy, above all others, I said to him, it's these Negroes.
You're Negroes, boy. Good, honest, hard-working cotton choppers, if you keep after them.
Yes, Lord.
They belong to you, boy. There's something between you and them that no Supreme Court in the world can understand. And wasn't for me, they'd starve to death. What's going to become of them, boy, after I'm gone?
That's a good question, Lord. You answer it.
They belong to you, boy. To you. Every one of them. My old Confederate father told me on his deathbed, feed the Negroes first, after the horses and cattle. And I've done it every time.
Whatever you do, don't panic.
Whatever you do, don't panic.
Just walk like I taught you to walk, and talk like I taught you to talk.
Talk like I walked you to...
Duty bell,
Yes, Reverend Purlie.
wake up.
Oh, my goodness, Reverend Purlie, was I asleep?
Alert,
Alert.
wide awake,
Wide awake.
up on your toes.
Up on your toes.
That's just a figure of speech. Now, one more time. And what might be your name, little gal?
Beatrice Judson, sir.
And what might be your daddy's name, little gal?
Horace Judson, sir.
And what they teach you up there in that there college, little gal?
It was my major, education, old Captain.
You mean you majored in education? Well, now, ain't nothing wrong with Negroes getting an education, I always say. But then again, ain't nothing exactly right with it either. Cousin B, now you wouldn't mind if old Captain was to call you Cousin B, now would you, honey?
Oh, sir, I'd be delighted.
Don't be delighted till he puts the money in your hand. Now, where did you say your ma worked at?
In North Carolina.
And where is your ma at now?
She's at the cemetery. She died.
And how much is the inheritance?
$500 for the next of kin.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Say, maybe you could teach an old dog like me some new tricks. By swig it, tell like you could doggone well change your jokers. Look, if she was a mine, too. See what I mean? I get there.
Whoa, there. What in the name of God?
My compliments, sir. Excuse me, I'm a most humble apology. And allow me, sir, to present, if you please, my Aunt Henrietta's daughter, whom you remember so well.
Yeah?
Beatrice Judson, sir, or as we call her, Cousin B.
Cousin B? Oh, well, I'll be sweet.
Come, Cousin B. Say how do to the man.
I do to the man. I mean, delighted to remake your acquaintance, I'm sure.
What's that? What's that she's saying?
The college, sir.
College.
That's all she ever talks.
You mean Henrietta's little old button-eyed pickaninny's been in college? Just look at that. You remember me, honey? I'm still old captain round here.
Oh, sir, it would not be the same without you being old captain around here.
You don't say. I bet you don't remember. A long time ago.
When I wasn't but knee-high to a hop of grass, and you took me by the hand and led me on my very first trip to the cotton patch.
You mean you remember that?
Alert, wide awake, and up on my toes, if you please.
Hush my mouth, ain't you?
Hush your mouth indeed, sir.
Say, I remember that cute little old dog of yours. Spicy, wasn't he?
Oh, we wasn't much for eating dogs, sir.
No, Spicy was the name, wasn't it?
Oh, you really think we really called him Spicy?
Not him, her.
Her. Oh, her. Almost happy to recollect that I do.
Oh, you do? You don't say you do.
I did, as I recall it, have a fond remembrance of you and Spicy since y'all went so well together and at the same time.
We did. Well, bust my eyes wide open, ain't it?
Bust your eyes wide open indeed, sir.
Now, tell me, Cousin B, just what they teach you up there at that college.
Well, Mostly they taught me an education. But in between, I learned a lot, too.
Was that a fact?
Reading, writing, arithmetic. Oh, my Lord, just sitting out on the rectangular every evening after the 4 o'clock homework, and you get your regular headache.
You know something? I've been after these Negroes down here for years. Go to school, I'd say. First chance you get. Take a couple courses in advanced cotton picking. But you think that any one of them would listen to me? No, sirree, Bob. Say, a gal like you could doggone well change a joker's luck if she'd a mind to. See what I mean?
Almost and do I do.
Look here, anything. You ask me anything. Whatever you want, you name it, and it's yours.
You mean really, really, really?
Ain't a man in Cochipee County can beat my time when I see something I like. Now, you name it. Some roasted peanuts, bottle of soda water, piece of peppermint candy.
Thank you, sir. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather have my money.
You what?
Now, I'm going to tell you just like it was, Your Honor.
Go on, I'm listening.
You see, Reverend Purlie and Uncle Gitlow had one auntie between them named Harrietta. Henrietta, who used to cook for this rich old white lady up in North Carolina years ago. Well, last year, this old lady died. Brain tumor.
Bright's disease.
Bright's disease. Leaving $500 to every servant who had ever worked on her place, including Henrietta. But Henrietta had already died herself, largely from smallpox.
No.
Smalley from large pox?
Influenza.
Influenza. And since Henrietta's husband, Horace, was already dead from heart trouble,
Gunshot wound.
well, his heart stopped beating, didn't it?
Yes.
Precisely, Reverend Purlie. Precisely. Since, therefore, and wherein I had Cousin Bee, her daughter, was first in line for next of kin folks, the $500 left in your can keep by Aunt Henrietta, and which you have been saving just for me all these lonesome years.
I ain't been saving no damn such a thing.
Oh, come out from behind your modesty, sir.
You what?
Your thoughtfulness, sir. Your kindness, sir. Your unflagging consideration for the welfare of your darkies, sir, have rung like the clean, clear call of the clarion from Maine to Mexico. Your constant love for them is both hallmark and high water of the true gentility of the dear old South.
Gitlow, go get Charlie. I want him to hear this. You go on, boy, go on.
Well, as for your darkies, sir, down in the quarter, say your name stands second only to God himself almighty.
Well, you don't mean to tell me.
And therefore, as a small token of their high esteem and deep and abiding affection, especially for saving that $500 for Cousin B, well, they have asked me to present to you this plaque, which bears the following citation to it, and I quote, "Whereas old Captain has kindly allowed us to remain on his land and pick his cotton and tend his cattle and drive his mules, and whereas old Captain still lets us have our hominy grits and fat back and watermelon on credit, and whereas old Captain never resorts to bullwhip except as a bliss and a benediction, therefore be it resolved that old Captain Cochipee be cited as the best friend the Negro has ever had, and officially proclaimed Great White Father of the Year."
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Charlie boy, did you hear that? You hear that, Charlie boy? Great White Father of the Year. This is the happiest day of my life. My Negroes, my darkies, my own.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Old Captain said, "I am moved beyond my jurisdiction. As for example, I have it with my personal certificate of legal tender, duly affixed and so notarized to set out of my effect, writ of habeas corpus."
Habeas who?
The habeas corpus, it means I can have the body.
Body? What body?
The body of the cash. The $500 they sent you to hold in trust for Cousin B.
Oh, you're the Charlie boy.
Yes.
Give me the $500, will you, boy?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is back in the office.
Oh, just in time, Sheriff, for the greatest day of my life. Gentlemen, Something's happened here today. Between me and my Negroes, makes me proud to call myself a Confederate. I've just been named Great White Father of the Year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, true. There are some places in this world where the Negro is rebellious. Rising up and sitting down where he ain't wanted. Acting sassy in jail. Forgetting his place and his manners. But not here in Cochipee County. Right?
Right, sir. But if we could just perhaps get back to the business at hand.
What's that?
The $500.
Oh, yeah, the $500.
Here you are, Pop.
Oh, thank you, boy, thank you. Oh, and now, it's just one small formality. A receipt.
A receipt, sir? I'll be glad to sign a receipt.
Oh, no. Not you. You. Just for the record. Now then, you'll sign here your full and legal name. Right here. On the dotted line.
I'll sign. I have a
It's
power.
all right, Reverend Purlie. I can write.
Thank you, Cousin B. Sir!
Yes, old Captain.
I want this woman arrested.
Arrested? For what?
She came into my prisons to get up with him and with him. And they both swore to me that she is Beatrice Judson.
She is Beatrice Judson.
Then how come she to sign her name, Luty Bell Gussie Mae Jenkins?
Uh-oh. Is somebody calling my name out there?
Come back here, get low! You'll go out that door when the sheriff takes you out. And there goes for all of you.
All right,
Now, just a minute, Sheriff. Before you take him away, there's something I gotta do.
I'll make it up to you in cotton, old Captain.
Shut up, Diddler! Something I started 20 years ago. Something I intend to finish.
Gone are the days.
Damn it, I told you to shut up!
Oh.
Boy, I'm gonna teach you to make a fool out of white folks. Now then, drop your breeches.
The hell you freeze.
What's that?
He said, the hell you, please.
Now, Paul.
Shut up! Boy, I'm gonna teach you to mind what I say.
Uh-oh.
I distinctly heard that gentleman tell you drop your breeches.
Now let him go, damn it! You let him go! Here, what are you doing there?
Okay, Deb. Now he's all yours.
Don't you dare!
Ain't anything to oblige.
Stop it in the door! Charlie! Charlie! After them, you idiots!
Yes, sir, Captain. Yes, sir, Captain. Where's my hat, Deb?
Damn your hat! After them, you fools! His eyes, Adela. His eyes. Where are his eyes?
Get low. Get me the ass fitted.
Yes.
Captain, rub his hand.
Huh?
Rub his hand.
Huh?
Charlie, honey, wake up. Wake
Charlie
up.
boy,
It's
wake
me,
up, boy.
Adele.
It's me, Charlie boy. It's your daddy. Talk to me. Speak to me. Say something to me.
7 years ago.
Shut up! My God. They washed his brain in the Gettysburg Address.
The sheriff is after us.
Excuse me, Auntie, did you see two?
They went that way.
Missy, take care of Ludabelle till I get back, will you?
I sure will, Purlie.
Please, Reverend Purlie, let me go with you.
10,000 queens of Sheba, Ludabelle. Hiding is no place for a lady like you.
Purlie, you better go.
The dog ain't been invented. Could bring old Purlie down.
Oh, Reverend Purlie, forgive my mistaken.
Nothing between us could ever be a mistake, Ludabelle. And if I leave because I love.
Purlie,
and what-
get out of here.
Is anybody here seen Charlie Cotchapee this morning?
No, ma'am, we sure ain't. Come on in.
I went upstairs after breakfast to get him ready for Sunday school, and he wasn't there. His bed ain't even been slept in, and I ain't seen him.
Now, ain't that funny? It's been 2 days since Purlie had that fracas over at the commissary, and we ain't seen him since.
I can't find Charlie. First time in 45 years since I've been working in that house up on the hill, I ever misplaced anything.
First Purlie, then Charlie. Up to some kind of devilment, I bet you, the both of them. Just like old times.
Ain't it the living truth?
Remember when they hid themselves in a cotton bale just to keep from taking sulfur and molasses?
You don't suppose he would run away from home and not take me?
Oh, no, Miss Idella. Not little Charlie Cotchapee.
Well, if you see him, hold him.
Oh, Miss Idella, me and Lutabelle sure would like to thank you for keeping Purlie out of jail so kindly.
Oh, that was nothing. I just told that old man, if he didn't stop all that foolishness about chain gangs and stuff, I was gonna resign from his kitchen and take Charlie right along with me. Now I've lost Charlie.
Shave and a haircut.
2-bit. Did you see old man Pelham?
Look what I sneaked us from the commissary. A picnic. The crackers, cheese, sardines, soda water. Just like old times,
But
huh?
did you see old man Pelham?
And look what I found in Aunt Missy's window. A sweet potato pie. Yum, yum, yum.
Charlie, will you quit yumming and answer me? Did you see old man Pelham?
I saw him all right.
What'd he say?
He wouldn't do it, Purlie.
Wouldn't do it.
I begged that man.
Well, did you offer him my personal IOU? And a percentage of the gross from the Sunday collection like I told you?
Sure. I even offered him my IOU. He says he's got to have cash. $500 in cash.
But I haven't got $500. Especially in cash. Have you?
Hey, you remember that time Aunt Missy wasn't looking and we borrowed that ham? A whole ham? And brought it all the way up here? Man, was it hot, wasn't it? And who found it? Idella.
Missy, I'll bet you I know where them two scamps is hiding. Come on.
Really, after all these years ago, did I ever tell you how sorry I am?
No, you never did.
I mean about Paul.
No.
Finding us up here that day. And well, he did you that bullwhip and everything. Did I ever tell you how sorry I was?
No, come to think of it. You never did.
And you know, I hope. I mean, about that inheritance from Cousin B.
I know.
I mean, if I had it to give to you.
I know. Charlie, somebody's got to invent a way for a black man to make $500 in this country. Now you take Amos and Andy. And them jokers put black on their faces 15 minutes a day and made millions. And here I am, born with this stuff. Can't make a dime.
From up here, you can see the whole valley. Wouldn't it be nice if all the problems of the world could be solved by who makes the best pies? And you and me with the judges.
Charlie, pie in the sky. Told the bell, Big Bethel. Nothing between me and thee but love and long distance. This is supposed to be my rendezvous with destiny. And where am I? Caught in a bind, up a tree, out on a limb, bogged down in midair. Now somebody's got to give me a hand.
You can have my hand, Purlie.
Oh, what good is a hand full of sweet potato pie?
Charlie? Purlie? I see you, Charlie Cotchapee.
It's Idella. She's found us.
Come down from there. Come straight home.
Come on down, Purlie. It's all right. Old Captain has declared a truce.
I hear the dead old voices calling old black.
Not so loud. You want to wake up the mule?
Not on his day off.
Where's Luterbell, get low?
The history of the war between the states will be continued next week. Oh, that sure is a good story. I wonder how that's gonna come out.
Grown man, deacon of the church, reading the funny papers. And your shirt. You sneaked out of here this morning in your clean shirt after I told you time and time again I'm saving it.
Saving it for what?
It's the only decent thing you got to get buried in.
Don't you know that arrangements for my funeral have been taken over by the white folks? Besides, I got the money.
Money? What kind of money?
Oh, the $500 kind of money.
$500? You mean old Captain give you the money?
Get low, he said. Tain't another man in this valley, black, white, or otherwise, that I would trust to defend and protect me from the NAACP but you.
Is that a fact?
No. Who's the fool now? Man, you can talk plainer than that.
I'm the fool. Get low. Get low. That money belongs
Shame
to
on
the
you.
Negro people. I'm the get low.
Stop right there and say, I'm the fool, get low, nice and loud, so everybody in this whole damn valley will hear you. Go on, man. I ain't got all day.
I'm the fool. Get low.
Ah, nice. Now, beg me.
What?
You heard me. I said, beg me. Do it like you do white folks.
I'd rather die and go to hell on a pair of gasoline drawers.
Oh,
Wait. Holy mackerel there, Marshal, get low. Hey, boss, can I possibly have a look at the $500 you got upon your person there?
Man, you sure got style. You know, together you and me could make the big time.
Get low, you give me that money.
Come in and see me during office hours.
Get low. If slavery ever comes back, I want to be your agent.
Y'all wash your hands and get ready. Get low, where's Luterbell?
She didn't get back yet.
We know she didn't get back yet.
Where's Little Bell at, Get low?
What I mean is, on the way home from church, we stopped off at old Captain's a while, and he asked me to leave her there to help with the Sunday dinner.
And you left her?
With that frisky old man?
For goodness sake, she's only waiting on table.
The woman I love don't wait on tables for nobody. Especially old Captain. I know that scout. I'm going to get Luterbell.
Oh, no, wait a minute. You can't get her right now.
What you mean I can't get her right now?
Well, not right this minute. Would spoil everything. Old Captain wouldn't like it.
How low can you get low?
I mean, she's got to stay there and bring us the $500.
What $500?
I thought you already had that money.
Well, not exactly. But old Captain promised me faithful to send it down by Luterbell.
Well, I'm going and get Luterbell.
Wait a minute. You want to buy Big Bethel back or don't you?
I hope I misunderstand you.
Well, you said it yourself. It is meet that the daughters of Zion should sacrifice themselves for the cause.
Get low, I'll kill you.
Wait a minute.
Luterbell, honey.
I think I'm gonna faint. No, I ain't either. I'm too mad. I've never been so insulted in all my life.
Luterbell.
Excuse me, Reverend Purlie. I know I look a mess, but
What happened up there?
I'm a maid, first class, Aunt Missy, and I'm proud of it.
Of course you are.
I ain't had no complaints to speak of since I first stepped into the white folks' kitchen. I'm clean, I'm honest, and I work hard. But one thing, I don't stand for no stuff from them white folks.
Of course you don't. You don't have to.
I mean, I know my job, and I do my job. And the next old sweaty, old grimy, old drunkeny man puts his hands on me, so much as to touch me like he ain't got no business doing. God grant me strength to kill him. Excuse me, Reverend Purlie.
Well, old Captain do get playful at times, but did he send the money?
Money? What money? There ain't none.
What? No, he wouldn't do that to me, not the good old faithful Uncle Gitlow, no, sir.
The whole thing was a trick to get you out of the house.
Not to me, he didn't.
So he could sneak up behind me in the pantry.
What I tell you.
I know the minute Come grabbing on me, Reverend Purlie. Come grabbing his dirty old hands on me.
He did?
And twisting me round and pinching me.
Pinching you? Where? Where?
Must I, Reverend Purlie?
I demand to know. Where did he paint you?
That's him, all right.
Oh, Missy.
I'd know them fingerprints anywhere.
Right in the pantry. And then he... Oh, Reverend Purlie, I'm so ashamed.
What did he do? Tell me, woman, what'd he do?
He kissed me.
No.
No!
He kissed me. Right here.
Right where?
Oh, for Pete's sake, Missy.
He kissed my woman, get low. He kissed the woman I love.
So what?
So what do you mean, so what? No man kisses the woman I love and live. Laugh, laugh. Let's have one last look at your teeth before I knock them down your throat.
Oh, man, get off my nerves.
I'm going up that hill, get low. I'm going to call that old buzzard out. And I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't beat him until he died.
Reverend Purlie.
Now, look here, Purlie, don't you be no fool, boy. You still in Georgia. And if you just got to defend the honor of the woman you love, you do it somewhere else.
Kissing my woman. Man, I'll break your neck off.
Please, Reverend Purlie.
Man, I'll stomp your eyeballs in.
Don't, Reverend Purlie. Oh, my God.
Man, I'll snatch your right arm out of the socket and beat the rest of you to death.
Don't talk like that, Reverend Purlie.
Have you gone crazy?
Boy, look, boy, if you go up that hill tonight, they'll kill you.
Let them kill me. It won't be the first time.
Missy, stop him.
This is your deputy for the colored telling you ain't gonna leave this house, and that's an order.
You try and stop me.
Good gracious alive, man, what's the matter with you? All he did was kiss your woman.
Yeah. And what you suppose he'd have done to me if I'd have kissed his? Uh-oh. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do to him.
Please, Reverend Purlie, I'm begging you on bended knees.
For the glory and honor of the Negro national anthem. For the glory and honor of brown-skinned Negro womanhood. For the glory and honor of... For Lutie Bell.
I hear the gentle bloodhounds calling old Black Joe.
Well, Pa, I don't see what's wrong with Purlie and them wanting to buy Big Bethel Bank.
Nothing's wrong. That Big Bethel ain't for sale.
But it is for sale. I was talking to old man Pelham only last Monday.
Don't belong to more Pelham no more. I bought it.
Pa, why'd you have to do that?
So you and I could burn the damn thing down.
Is it him, Missy? Is it him?
That's a mighty tacky thing to do to Purlie.
You shut up, boy, and do like I tell you.
But, Pa, why can't he wait till tomorrow?
Because I say do it now. Now, you take this check to old man Pelham. You pick up the deed of that old barn and have it registered in my name.
Where can he be, Uncle Gitlow? Where can he be?
Oh, good wind like this on his tail ought to put him somewhere above Macon long about now if his shoes hold out.
You mean running?
What's wrong with running? It emancipated more people than Abe Lincoln ever did.
How dare you? The finest, bravest man.
The farther they come, the braver they be, the deader these white folks is gonna kill them when they catch them.
Purlie! Purlie! What's the matter?
Navy, the Marines, the sheriff, the judge, the jury, the police, the FBI, all on his side. Not to mention a pair of brass knucks and the hungriest dogs this side of hell. Now, surely y'all don't expect that poor boy to go up against all that Caucasiastic power empty-handed.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Didn't my Lord deliver Daniel?
Of course he did, but lions is one thing and white folks is another.
Halt! And I mean, in the name of the law.
Charlie? Charlie? Boy, you hear me calling you.
Arise and shine, for the light is come.
Purlie Victoria.
Oh, you Reverend Purlie, you.
Truth and mercy are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other.
Somebody done broke into the commissary.
Behold, a man knee-deep in shining glory. Great day, the righteous marching. What happened to you?
Mine enemy hath been destroyed.
What?
I told that old man, mister, 20 years ago, that over his dead body, Big Bethel would rise again.
Purlie, you don't mean it.
Have I any pleasure, saith the Lord, that the wicked should die and not turn from his ways and live? Ludibel, get your hat and coat and hurry.
Yes.
Missy, throw some breakfast into a paper sack and quick.
Yes.
Get low. I'm calling on you and your fellow mule to write a new page in the annals of Negro History Week.
Tell him, Purlie boy, what you told us. How you sashayed up that hill with force and fistfight.
Hallelujah.
And fit old Captain to a halt and a standstill.
Talk that talk.
And left him laying in a pool of his own Confederate blood.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Missy, quit lying.
Now, don't you dare call Purlie Judson a liar.
No man calls Reverend Purlie a liar and lives.
What's the matter with you people? Purlie ain't been up that hill. Purlie ain't seen old Captain. Purlie ain't done doodly squat. And all that gab about leaving somebody laying in a pool of his own Confederate blood ain't...
$500 says it is.
$500?
In cool September cash.
Money.
And that ain't all I got.
My goodness. Great day in the morning time. Missy.
Get low. That's it.
That's it, Missy.
Of course, that's it. Ain't nothing in the world but it.
Ain't but one way in all this world for nobody to get that bullwhip off old Captain.
And that's over his dead body.
And that's the ever-loving truth, so help me.
Get low, take it, and burn it in a public place. Ludibel,
Yes, sir.
this money belongs to the Negro people.
Cash. $500 in cash and a bullwhip from old Captain Cotcherby himself. Boy, I sure would give a pretty piece of pudding to know how you did it.
Me too, Purlie. How'd you do it?
What happened when you first got there?
Wait a minute. Don't rush me.
That's what I say. Don't rush him. Let the man talk.
Talk, Missy. I ain't got time.
Well, that's all right, Purlie. We're listening in a hurry.
What happened when you called him out and whipped him?
Well, I didn't call him out and whoop him.
What?
Purlie.
I mean, I did call him out.
Oh, you did call him out.
Yeah. But he didn't come.
What?
He didn't.
So I went in to get him.
Shut up.
So what happened then?
Well, like I told you.
Tell us
Tell us,
what
Reverend.
Well, here was me. And, there was him. Twisted and bent like a pretzel. Face twitchified like a pan of worms. Eyes bugging out. Sweat draining down like rain. Tongue plumb clove to the roof of his mouth. Well, this thief, this murderer, this adulterer, this oppressor of all my people, just sitting there. Stonewall Jackson Cotchy P, just sitting there. Go to, rich man, weep and howl, for your sorrow shall come upon you. And wherefore, abhor yourself and repent ye in sackcloth and ashes, 'cause little Purlie is done come to get you.
Oh, my Lord. What'd he do, Purlie? What'd he do?
Fell down on bended knees and cried like a baby.
Old Captain Cotcherby on his knees?
great day in the morning time.
Don't beg me, white folks. It's too late. Mercy? Man, what do you know about mercy? Did you have mercy on old Uncle Tub when they asked you not to cheat him so hard out of his money and you knocked him deaf in his left ear? And did you have mercy on Lolly's boy when he sassed you back and you took and you dipped his head in a bucket of syrup? And 20 years ago, when little Purlie, black and manly as he could be, stood naked before you and your bullwhip, pleading with tears in his little old eyes, did you have mercy then?
No.
And I'll not have mercy now.
Preach it, boy.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Ye serpents, ye viper, ye low-down sons.
Amen.
How shall you escape the damnation of hell?
Throw it at him, boy.
And then, bless my soul, I looked up from the righteous depth of my righteous indignation, and I seen the tears spill over from his eyeballs, and I heard the heart-be-clutching anguish of his outcry, and his hands were both a-tremble, and the slobber was dribbling down his lip.
Oh, my Lord.
And he whined and whimpered like an old hound dog. Don't want you to kick him no more. And I commenced to ponder the meaning of this evil thing that groveled beneath my footstool, this no-good lump of nobody, not fit to dwell upon the earth beside the children of the blessed, this abomination in the sight of the Almighty, and a stench in the nostrils of his people. But still, a man, a weak man, scared man, pitiful man, like all the South, bogged down in sin and segregation, crawling before my judgment seat, but still a man.
A man, Lord.
He, too, like all the South, was still one of God's children.
Yes, Lord.
He, too, could never be beyond the reach of love, hope, and redemption.
Amen.
Somewhere for him, even for him, some father's heart was broken, some mother's tears undried.
Dry 'em, Lord.
I am my brother's keeper.
Hallelujah.
And thinking on these things, I found myself to pause and stumble in my great resolve. And sorrow squeezed all fury from my heart, and pity plucked all hatred from my soul, and the racing feet of an avenging anger slowed down to a halt and a standstill, and the big black and burly fist of my strong correction raised on high like a stroke of God's own lightning. Fell useless by my side.
Oh, Jesus.
The books say love one another.
Love one another.
The books say comfort one another.
Cover with one another.
The books say forgive one another.
Forgive old Captain, Lord.
Slowly, I turned away to leave this lump of human mess and misery to the infinite darkness of a hell for white folks only. When suddenly,
Lord.
suddenly I put on my brakes. Purlie victorious Judson stopped dead in his tracks, and he stood stock still, and he planted his feet, and he read back, and he asked himself and all the powers that be some mighty important questions.
Yes, he did.
How come, I asked myself, it's always the colored folks got to do all the forgiving?
Man, you're mighty right.
How come the only cheek gets turned in this here country is the Negro cheek?
Preach to me,
Now,
boy.
what was this man? Old Captain Cotchy P, that in spite of all his sins and evils, he still had dominion over me.
Yes, sir.
Now, God made us all brothers,
Yes, Lord.
and God made us all equal.
Amen.
And no respecter of person who proved in the American Revolution that all men is created equal.
Man, I was there when he proved.
Endowed with civil rights and first-class citizenship, Ku Klux Klan White Citizens Council notwithstanding.
Yes, indeed.
Well, and well. And when my mind commenced to commemorate and to reconsider all these things,
Watch him, Lord.
and I thought of the black mother in bondage,
I love.
and I thought of the black father in prison,
Do Jesus.
and Mama herself. Now, Missy can tell you how pretty she was,
Indeed, I can.
how she died outdoors on a dirty sheet, 'cause the hospital door said for white folks only. And Papa, God rest his soul, who brung her tender loving body back home and laid her to sleep in the graveyard and cried himself to death amongst his children. Then did the wrath of a righteous God possess me, and the strength of the hosting of 10,000 swept into my good right arm. And I arose, and I smote old Captain a mighty blow, and the wind from my fist ripped the curtains from the eastern walls, and I felt the weight of his bullwhip nestling in my good right hand, and the fury of a good God Almighty was within me. And I beat him, I lashed him, I smote him, I cut him, I destroyed him.
Idella, you should have heard him.
I did hear him all the way across the valley. I thought he was calling hoes. Anyway, all hell's broke loose at the big house. Purlie, you better get out of here. Old Captain's on the phone to the sheriff.
Old Captain Cotropee is dead.
The hell you preach?
What?
Old Captain ain't no more dead than I am.
Reverend Purlie just got through preaching about it. How he marched up Cotropee Hill.
And took old Captain by the bullwhip?
And beat that old buzzard to death.
That is the biggest lie since the devil learned to talk.
I am not leaving this room until somebody apologizes to Reverend Purlie V. Judson, the gentleman of my intended.
Purlie Judson, you mean to stand there sitting on your behind and preach these people into believing you spent the night up at the big house beating old Captain to death, when all the while you was breaking into the commissary?
Breaking into the commissary?
Uh-oh, something is rotten in the cotton.
That's all right, Miss Idella. I'll take it from here.
It's not all right.
Well, maybe I didn't exactly go up the hill word for word and call the old man out and beat him to death on the dotted line.
I'm going to take back my lunch.
Missy, wait a minute.
You know what I miss?
Yes, honey.
Sometimes I just wish I could drop dead for a while.
Ludy Bell, give me a chance to explain what
And here's your money. And that goes for every other handsome man in this whole world.
What you expect me to do? Go up that hill by myself and get my brains beat in?
It's little enough for the woman you love.
Why'd you have to go and preach all them wonderful things that wasn't so?
Why'd you have to go and change your mind?
Well, I didn't mean for him not to be so. It was a parable, a prophecy. Believe me, I ain't never in all my life told a lie I didn't intend to make come true someday. Ludy Bell.
Purlie, unless you want to give Heartbreak a headache, you better run.
Run? Run for what?
You want old Captain to catch you here?
Bad blast, old Captain. Confound, old Captain. Damn, and double damn, old Captain.
Somebody, I say, somebody's calling my name.
Captain, you just in time to settle an argument. Is Rudolph Valentino still dead?
Shut up!
See, I told you so.
One thing I've not allowed in my cotton patch since am I born to die, and that's stealing. Now, somebody broke into my commissary tonight. Took 2 cans of sardines, a box of soda crackers, my lifelong bullwhip, and $500 in cash. And, boy, I want that back.
Stealing ain't all that black and white.
And we sure wasn't the ones that started.
And who stole me from Africa in the first place?
And tonight, just 'cause I go up that hill and disembezzle my own inheritance that you stole from me.
I've had a belly full of your black African sass.
All right, everybody, drop that gun.
Drop what gun?
Oh, Captain, sir, we done caught the culprit red-handed as ordered, sir.
You what?
Southern justice strikes again. Death to bring in the prisoner.
Glad to oblige you, Sheriff.
Charlie!
Charlie! No! Release him, you idiots! Release him at once! What have they done to you, boy?
Hi, pal. Idella, Purlie.
I'll have your thick, stupid necks for this.
It was you that gave the order, sir.
Not my son, you idiot.
It was him broke in the commissary.
He stole the $500. He confessed.
Steal? A Cotropee? Sir, that is biologically impossible. Charlie, my boy, you tell him the truth now. Tell him who really stole that money. It was Purlie, wasn't it, boy?
Well, as a matter of fact, Pa, it was mostly me broke in and took that money, I'd say.
What?
In fact, it was me.
No.
Pa, that was the only thing I could do to save your life.
Save my life?
When Purlie come up that hill after you last night, I seen him. And lucky for you, I did. That look he had on his face against you was not a Christian thing to behold. It was terrible. I had to break in that commissary right then and there and open up that safe and pay him his inheritance. But even then, I had to beg him to spare your life.
Yeah. You spare my life, boy? How dare you? Charlie, my boy, I know you never recovered from the shock of losing your mother almost before you were born. But don't you worry. It was Purlie who stole that money. And boy, I'm going to prove it. Get a little, my old friend. Now, you arrest that boy, get a As deputy for the colored, I order you. Arrest that boy for stealing.
Gone are the days.
Stealing, huh? Well, old Captain, I'm really gonna give you something to arrest me for.
Have a care, boy. I'm still a white man.
Congratulations. Now, I told you 20 years ago, this bullwhip was gonna change hands one of these days.
Purlie, wait.
Stay out of my struggle for power.
You can't do wrong just because it's right.
Never kick a man when he's down, except in self-defense.
And no matter what, you are and always will be the hero of Gotcha.
Am I?
10,000 queens of Sheba.
I bow to the will of the Negro people. One thing, old Captain. I am released of you.
Yeah.
The entire Negro people is released of you. Now, no more shouting hallelujah every time you sneeze, and no more jumping jackass because you happen to be whistling Dixie. We're gonna love you if you let us, and laugh as we leave if you don't. Now, we want our cut of the Constitution, and we want it now. And not with a teaspoon, white folks. Throw it at us with a shovel.
Amen.
Charlie, my boy. My own lily white Anglo-Saxon semi-Confederate son. Don't you worry. You show him the deed to that old barn.
But, Pa...
It's mine, that's what it is. And now that I own it and have the deed registered in my name, I fully intend to burn the damn thing down.
But, Pa...
First of all, son, let me see the deed. I wouldn't want to destroy nothing that didn't legally belong to me.
20 years of being more than a mother to you.
Now, wait, Idella, wait. I did go to Waycross like Pa said, and I did buy that barn like... Excuse me, Purlie, that church, like Pa said. But I didn't have the deed registered in Pa's name.
What's this?
I registered the deed in the name of...
Purlie Victorious Judson!
Purlie!
Proud of you, brother.
That was the only thing I could do to save your life. Now, Purlie, here it is.
Charlie, you've done a good job, and man, am I much obliged.
Oh, no, Purlie, I couldn't take your money.
Oh, don't be a fool, boy. Business is business.
Idella, I can't do that.
Well, I can. I'll keep it for you.
Well, now will you let me be a member of your church? I mean, that is, soon as you get started and all.
Why, man, we already started. The door to Big Bethel Church of the New Freedom for all mankind is hereby declared open for business.
Brother Pastor, I move that we accept Brother Charlie Cotcherby as our first candidate to membership in Big Bethel on an integrated basis.
I second that motion.
You've heard the motion. Are you ready for the question?
Question.
Those in favor will signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Those opposed will signify by saying...
First man in all this world I ever seen drop dead standing up.
Put kindness in your fingers. Though you are dead, old Captain, and in hell I suspect this post-mortal guest of honor at our expense, it is not too late to repent. Now, we still need togetherness. We still need each otherness. With faith in the futureness of our cause. Let us, therefore, stifle the rival of conflict, scatter the patter of discord, smuggle the struggle, tickle the pickle, and grapple the apple of peace. Today, my friends, I find in being black a thing of beauty, a joy, a strength, a secret cup of gladness, a native land and neither time nor place, a native land in every Negro face. Be loyal to yourselves, your skin, your lips, your hair, your southern speech, your laugh and kindness. Our Negro kingdoms, vast as any other, accept in full the sweetness of your blackness, not wishing to be red or white or yellow or any other race or face but this. Farewell, my deep and Africanic brothers. Be brave, keep freedom in the family, do what you can for the white folks, as they in turn must do indeed for you. And now, may the Constitution of the United States go with you. The Declaration of Independence stand by you. The Bill of Rights protecting the State Commission against discrimination keep the idle law upon you henceforth, now and forever. Amen. Amen.